clearly they'll be concerned about copycat attacks, about other sporting events, about other public gatherings. I mean, the Boston Marathon is really a very, very soft target, a very easy target to attack with 26 miles of spectators and lots of crowds, lots of people moving around carrying backpacks and other articles like that. And it does raise the issue, you know, of how do you balance security, the needs of security with public events, with allowing public events to go forward. And I think that security services around the world, of course, are very used to dealing with these issues, but they'll be looking at things again in the light of this attack.
Yeah, and we're talking about other events, not just in America. We're talking about other events all around the world, particularly big week in London. Lady Thatcher's funeral, the London Marathon, comes Sunday. So it has an effect of striking fear. The thing is, though, so far, no claim of responsibility. Does that surprise you?
Well, there often isn't a claim of responsibility immediately. And then sometimes it's quite confusing afterwards because people will claim responsibility who actually had nothing to do with it at all, hoping to sort of get at least some temporary credibility or some temporary publicity as a result. I mean, this one, you know, as Tim Marshall said, there have been a succession of bombings in the United States which are perpetrated by extreme right wing, by people who don't have any sort of real identifiable motive, like the Unabomber who he mentioned. And this would seem to me to fall in that category. You get them from time to time, going way back. I mean, he mentioned the Oklahoma bombing of 1995 and the Atlanta bombing of 1996. You know, and since then, the FBI and other authorities in the United States have been seeing a succession of planned attacks. Fortunately, they haven't come off, but there's no shortage of people who are trying to mount this sort of attack in America, and that'll go on in the future too, unfortunately.
Does it have the hallmarks of a one-off attack? Does it end here, or would you be expecting something else in quick succession?
Well, I think it has, to me, and it's only speculation, of course, we're all speculating at this stage, but it does have the look of a one-off. I mean, it's significant that there were two synchronized attacks like that, but both seem to have been very similar. And of course, the authorities will be collecting all the evidence they can, and there'll be a lot of video to check as well. But the nature of the attacks and the size of the attacks, I think, to me, suggests that they're more likely to be a one-off than the beginning of a new series of attacks on such sporting events.